Right, here goes. Good morning. Welcome to this morning's Outlook. It's Kim speaking. Right, so let's look at these markets. Firstly, looking at the news events today. So we've got the Bank of Canada meeting. The decision from that meeting coming out at 3 p.m. there. Before that, we've got the German IFO business climate. That can create a little bit of volatility. We've already seen Australian data coming out this morning, which has seen the Aussie push back a bit. We were seeing the Aussie sold yesterday, but we've seen the inflation figures coming out here. They're behind the curve in terms of increasing their interest rates relative to the likes of New Zealand and the US, Europe. Maybe this will force the line a little bit more with the Bank of Australia. Okay. Aside of that, then we've got Reserve Bank of Australia, as it's better known. We've got the Bank of Canada data at 3 p.m. and of course a statement coming a little bit later at 4. Lagarde speaking, but won't be speaking about anything too important because they've got the meeting tomorrow, the ECB meetings tomorrow, and these other meetings are quite late. So I would be wary of the Reserve Bank of Australia governor speaking there at 11 p.m. So that could create some bigger volatility at that stage. There's the risk. Let's look at the markets. Starting off looking at euro dollar as ever. Now, what's so for the euro then? It's got itself into it's technically still in this bit of an uptrend with a higher low coming through here. It's I guess the deciding factor is if we start seeing it break yesterday's lows there. That'll give us a lower high, and in particularly if we break the weekly pivot and trend line that's sitting across there, I would expect maybe a bigger correction. Now I'm looking at it on the hourly, and I'm just seeing this bear flag, and yep, that could also be a goer in terms of opportunities. I'm just looking at I'm popping on a live candle. I do appreciate that, but if we see a continuation of this sort of move to the downside, there's a possibility with the stops just above. The euro's been less reliable of late, but we'll see what comes of that. I think it's pretty risky with the data coming out. We've got the ECB meeting tomorrow, so I think it's quite risky. The pound might be the better bet to do it on. If you're going to do it on, this is one. It's still behind its bigger trend there. It's still in the bigger trend down clearly, and again, it's in a better place for the breakdown. And again, I'd be looking for the break of the lows here to confirm the lower high. If you come down here, it would be a better place to be looking for the short. For me, it's just a safer of the two. Probably means that the euro would go, but looking at the US dollar yen, still not going anywhere. Can't be looking to trade that pair. The Aussie dollar, it has got a bit of a kicker. In fact, it was doing pretty well yesterday. It ended up more positive, and certainly ended up positive this morning so far, and is looking okay. It's put another higher low in with that surge of with that high inflation there. It's put more pressure on for further interest rate increases, and there's there's certainly room to do that. However, looking at it, I'm not really too keen on jumping aboard it at the moment for the long side. As much as it looks strong, it just goes against what the stronger dollar that's sitting out there at this stage. So it might develop into something, but I can't see a trade that would fit my criteria. US dollar CAD, well, this just looks like it wants to continue pushing to the upside. It's still in this ascending channel. It's a bit of a messy ascending channel, but it's still there somewhere. Even on the 60 minutes, it just looks weak there. New Zealand dollar. New Zealand dollar's benefited somewhat on the coattails of the Aussie there. It had the little search there, it's stretch there. To me, it still looks weak. Breakdown maybe of the hourly sort of below the pivot there, below the 50 MA would signify further downside. It was looking rather good yesterday, and it started off moving reasonably well yesterday, but it's followed the Aussie there on that move. We'll see what reaction we get. Yeah, as we go through the morning here, so possible continuations to the breakdown. US dollar Swissy. Swiss is a tad all over the place at the moment. Yesterday ended up on a positive day as the US dollar strengthened there in the afternoon. More so, it really is playing. It looked like it was, and it still is in the bigger picture, in a downward trend here. It's just not the easiest one to jump in at the moment. And when the market, here we go down to an hourly, you can see what I mean. It's just quite choppy, and when a market's like this, it could be that it's grinding out a bit of a bottom for now. So maybe not the short I was looking for. I was looking at it on a swing basis, on the bigger picture, but at this stage and what I'm looking at here, it looks like the dollar might well continue to push up. I mean, and it might be an opportunity on the long sides for the R1 there. Okay, Euro Yen. Euro Yen keeps delivering me I won't say too much, but it's delivered a couple of short-term trades, but it too looks, I mean, you can see the sort of bear flag for around the highs there, but the yen's so iffy. But if you were trading towards the short side, it's probably the best place to be on it. It has got scope for further continuation to the downside. What I'm looking at the moment though, so bear flag. He delivered a bullish trade the day before yesterday, short yesterday, both of them being successful, but it has got a bit more movement in it compared to where we were sitting before, where it was chopping. So potentially it too could be coming down there. The risk, it's on the right side of the risk. The right side of the risk. The big problem with the yen at the moment is that we might get another surge down. So if you're shorting things like the euro yen, you're going to be sitting on the right side of it. I say when down, but strengthening of the yen. Okay, the euro pound still trying its way to the upside here. It's flagging in this bigger time frame. It has put a lower high in, so I'd be very careful about what's going on here. I mean, the main move may have already happened, and you look at, I mean, it's got lower high. It's messy. It's off my radar at the moment. Certainly won't be on the list today, on the short list. Euro Aussie. This starting, it was looking like it could have more downside. It's broken my little trend line there. I had been shouting for further upside on this and looking for opportunities, but it's at the moment broken down. We'll see how things develop. The Aussie is, well, may get more of a boost later today. Euro CAD, I am looking for more upside on this. I'm still long on this. I took a swing long, and it's still swinging at the moment. High lows, high highs coming through there. No new entries, but looking positive at the moment. Euro New Zealand, well, not so good. It might turn back again here. The New Zealand just it's broken the trend line here. I'm really looking at weekly pivot, it might go from where it is. It'd be nicer if it actually hit the pivot and started going. It just gives me more of a spring, but it's not that far away, so there is a possibility on the bullish side of this, long side of this, to go forward. It's quite a clean move to the downside there, so I prefer cleaner moves and then a push. We'll see how that develops, so we'll look at that during the day. Okay, pound Aussie, another weak one here. It's broken the downside. I was looking for this is now setting up for my short side probably at the end of today, so I need to see what's happening later, but that is it's broken my trend line. It does look weak, and if you're more aggressive you might already be looking to get into that on the short side. Might need a bit more of a retrace here. It really went yesterday quite solidly, and that news has probably kicked it a little bit further, but it's a swing trade I'm looking to get on this. I'll look at that more in the trading room later. Right, okay, that's pretty much it for me there this morning on the Forex. Quick look at gold. Let's just give me the daily on gold and see what's doing. Yeah, just hanging around there. It's stalling out a little bit by these previous highs. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a bit more consolidation, but it's you can see the consolidation. It's got scope for a further push up on this 4-hourly pattern. Certainly looks like it, but got a bit ugly on the lower time frames, and at the moment it's wait and see. Oil softened here, continuing this softening patch. As I said, this big money has started easing out slightly compared to what I expected. Solid down day yesterday, and it's starting in that way at the moment. Now you can see, I mean, it's a bit of an ugly bear flag that we're looking at the moment, and I'm voting towards the downside at the moment. So there we are. That's oil. Quick look at US markets, S&Ps, still looking soft here. Did get a bit of a rally yesterday, but looking soft again this morning. And I mean, this morning, if we come back to this, is in the little while it's been running, it's almost engulfed the body of yesterday. So looking soft. Ugly old day yesterday. It wasn't really, I mean, as much as it made it look like a decent bullish day, and it closed on the upside there. Hardly looking great for the upside. The DAX, quick look at the DAX here. Again, the market has been selling off solidly. Nice move into the weekly here. Would like to see this now rolling over. Big bear flag. That looks like it's on the swing side. Looks like it's got further downside. Of course, we have got the ECB meetings. This is going to affect this market. That's tomorrow, so just bear that in mind. But technically at the moment it's a lovely flag sort of pattern sitting there. Doesn't look too scruffy on the shorter time frame there either. We'll see what develops from it, but certainly looks okay there. The FTSE, similarish picture that we're seeing here. So solid, a day down, a week down. It had last week. It's a bit uglier, but same sort of idea and principles in terms of a bit of consolidation after that huge move that we've been seeing. So we'll see what develops from that. Right, that's pretty much it for me. I'll wish you a great day's trading. I'll catch you in the morning. Bye for now. There we go.